In this screencast, we'll take a look at editing the homepage of your Real Geeks website. So let's get started. While logged in to the backend of your site administration page, you can click on the home page here. Then, if you click it once more, it'll take you to the actual page in which you can edit it. So first we have the title, which will outline what the page is about. Most of the time, Google will use this as the text that is displayed when linking to your site in search engine results. As search engine practices evolve, we find this is used less often and that the text that it is linked to is determined by the search engine themselves. That said, it is still useful in providing context on what the page is about. So let's go ahead with Hawaii Real Estate. Search all Hawaii homes. Then the description needs to include details that tell the user what it's about. You want that to show up as something attractive to click on as well, since this is the snippet that Google will usually use. So let's go ahead with search all Oahu, Kauai, Maui, and the Big Island homes for sale, plus foreclosures. Next we have the meta keywords. This is where you can put keywords in of what your page is about. Search engines once used this field to help rank sites on search result pages. This is no longer the case, but again, there is still value in providing additional context on what the page is about, and it may have additional meaning for social media sites. The next item on the page is content. This is where you'll add the body of the content of your page. It's very important that you not use any duplicate content or copy someone else's website like Google or Wikipedia. You need to uniquely write it. Copying content is only going to hurt you in the rankings because Google will know that the other site that had the content first is the authoritative site, and you're never going to get ranked because you'll be read as a duplicate or copycat. So if you're going to copy content from an old site or another document and not write it freeform into this section, then you need to make sure that you copy it and paste it not just straight from a Word document, because Word adds its own code into these editors. So if you're using a PC, you want to use Notepad. Or if you're using a Mac like I am, you'll want to use TextEdit. I already have text here that I've copied and I want to convert from rich text to plain text. This is done by going up to the Format window and selecting the Make Plain Text option in the drop-down menu. After converting your text to a plain text format, you'll want to copy your text, return to your main browser where your page editor is, and paste the text into your content section. Here, you can highlight your headers one at a time and select the correct formatting options that suit your style as follows. Now, let's say you want to add an active text link to an existing page you've created. Let's turn the word content into an active text link. To do so, you need to highlight content, click on the Insert Link icon above. If you're linking outside of the site, you'll want to enter the full URL here. For example, http://www.realgeeks.com and hit OK. But let's link to a page within our site. So if you're linking something to the home page, all you have to do is add a / and no slug. But in this case, I'd like to link the word to my Kailua page. So in order to do this, I have to add a / and then the slug, and then the / once again, then hit OK. Now, you have a hyperlink that is linking to the Kailua page. Now, if you want to add an image, you need to decide where you want the image to be, and then click on this little mountain, which will take you to our Insert Edit Image button. This leads you to the image browser, where you can click the file browser, find your image, choose the little arrow, and it gives you a few options. I want my image to be smaller and to constrain its proportions, so I'm going to enter 250. Then I want to add a 10-pixel border around it on both horizontal and vertical axes. Now hit OK. To align the image to the left, you want to highlight it and click on the left alignment icon here. So now we have a left-aligned image within our text, sized the way we want it, and with a 10-pixel border with the text wrapped around it. To link the image, we'll want to do the same thing we did with the text link. So let's highlight the image, select the Insert Link button. Again, if you're linking outside of the site, you'll want to type the full URL here. But if you want to link within the site to the home page, all you have to do is enter a /. Now in this case, I want to link this to my Honolulu area page. So again, I'll hit the / button and then my slug, followed by the / again, and then I'll hit OK. So now we have our active image linked to the Honolulu area page. So our next item here is the sidebar and footer option. What really gives our solution a lot of flexibility is that you're able to create as many sidebars and footers in our system and pull in whatever sidebar you'd like for each page. You can even make a different sidebar for each page. Here, I've chosen my default sidebar, which I've configured to include a list of Hawaiian islands, popular neighborhoods, useful information, and our seller lead generation tool widget. You can find out more about our sidebar and our home valuation tool on our docs page at docs.realgeeks.com. Now, the next thing is property display search options. That's if you want to pull in property listings as some content on the page. So I'm going to title this one Hot Hawaii Foreclosures. This will be the heading labeled above the properties. Let's select 5 properties to be displayed on the page. Now, we even have the option of deciding where these properties will appear in relation to our content, above or below. I prefer below because I want the user to see the search on the page first, because the goal here is to allow them to search and then capture the lead. Now, we want to hit Create Search. So now I'm going to create a search. First, I'll show you how to use the Polygon tool, which allows you to choose from geographic fields available from your MLS to create your own areas. You'll want to select Polygon from the left here. Zoom into the region of your choice on the inlaid map. Select the tool itself and pinpoint the selected area you'd like to set the search to. For example, I only want houses on the ocean side of this street, and my MLS doesn't have a search option that encapsulates this. So I'll use the Polygon search to define my own search area and click on Create Search. Now, normally, to create the search settings, I would hit Yes after the results appear in the red box here. But I'm going to cancel this and step back a bit. I'd like to create a different type of search using the specific drop-down window criteria instead. Now, because we have islands here instead of counties, I'm going to select Islands, and then the island of Oahu. I'll set a specific price range from $700,000 to $2 million. And because I'm featuring foreclosures specifically, I've selected foreclosures, and in the drop-down menu, I'll select True, so the rule is applied to our display search, filtering in foreclosures. I'm also going to specify the property type as condos and homes. Lastly, I'll sort my search results by lowest first. Then I'll hit Create the Search, and it will list just how many results with this criteria exist. It will then prompt me to use this search. I'll select Yes, and it'll only show 5 of the lowest priced ones because that's what we're sorting by. Now, if you're just coming in here and changing this section, you'll want to make sure you save your changes in the lower right corner here. But since we're going to continue to edit this page, we won't save until we're through. So next we have the search form display options. This is the title in the search form of whatever page you're editing. Here you can help take the guesswork out of coming up with the correct search by pre-filling in the quick search with the fields that best describe the page you're making. In my site settings, the default search title of our page is set to Real Estate Search. But because this is the home page, I'm going to override the title and call this Hawaii Property Search to better label my search criteria. I can now set the search defaults of the form. Now, if I wanted to, I could get pretty specific with the search defaults by changing the island, region, or list price to a specific entry. But since it's the home page, I want the user to be able to search all of Oahu or be able to search one of these islands, and so I'm going to hit Save. So now that we've saved this search, we have to save the changes. So let's take a look at the page. Now if we refresh our home page, we'll see that the first change displayed is our search form title. It now reads Hawaii Property Search. The search form remains open, searching the island of Oahu, with all other fields left for the user to specify. If we scroll down, we have our content, which is formatted with the custom headers, active text link to the Kailua page, an active image link to the Honolulu page, our sidebar, which I've customized to include islands, neighborhoods, useful information, and a home valuation widget, followed by 5 hot Hawaii foreclosures listed by lowest price first within our price range, and finally, our default footer with quick links. So there you have it. Thanks for joining us in learning how to edit and create your home page. Please check out our docs at docs.realgeeks.com to edit and add other page styles, sidebars, navigations, upload images, widgets, videos, along with all other technical features for your Real Geeks website.